Someone smart said it right, it's the golden rule. Multiple income streams, that's what keeps you cool. The trading game is best learned when you get in the ring. Every trade's a battle and preparation's the key to everything. To everything. So welcome to JC's world, where the futures get fun. The truth about prop firms under the morning sun. Join me live, let's trade the NASDAQ ticker NQ. Break down the market moves, me and you. I'll share my strategy, the wins and all the pain. Unfiltered, real time, through the sun and through the rain. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, there's a spot for you. Honest takes, live action, and prop firm drama too. So welcome to JC's world, where the futures get fun. The truth about prop firms under the morning sun. Join me live, let's trade the NASDAQ ticker NQ. Break down the market moves, me and you. Daily live streams, future strategy on fire. Prop firm updates, taking you higher and higher and higher. Community insights, that's the final key. Learning, growing, leveling up for all of us to see. So come on in and let's get it done. It's not financial advice, but a journey for everyone. Real trader talk, yeah, that's the real one. So welcome to JC's world.
Well, special thank you to Ibrahim SSA for the tune. Welcome to JC's world. That's thanks to one of our viewers, Ibrahim SSA. Thank you for that catchy tune. I think you nailed it. I think everybody likes it. So appreciate you, man. Very, very well done. Good evening. Good evening to everybody. Let's see who we got here. Ibrahim SSA in the house. Christopher, Shark Trends. I know I saw Jesse James, Nicolas Gomez, everybody else. Good evening. Let's see what we got here today. All right, what do we got? So let's go back. Let's rewind to last night. Okay, this was the trade from last night. It was that little long in the range. Then this morning, caught this little long, and then we flushed down. I ran for the hills, and we're down here. Okay, so we had an attempted flush. I closed everything up, so I'm catching up here. All right, so we had an attempted bounce, flush right back down, and now we're in a range. Every time I connect, we are in a range. That's funny. All right, so we're in this range. We're in the middle of the range, so I guess we gotta wait for something here. Let's see what else played out throughout the day. We had this initial descending channel. Then we hopped onto this descending channel. Okay. And we're finally breaking out of it. We saw the tapering out of that channel. Okay, now I'm caught up. All right, current overnight low. Let me set this up for tomorrow. Current overnight low down here. 10:57. Previous day low. Where's 3 o'clock? Oh, so previous day low is somewhere around here. Yep, that sounds right. Oh no, wait a minute. Way lower than that. I should automate this, but I just haven't had a chance. All right, 3 o'clock, 1:45. Okay, so previous day low is down here. Perfect. Previous day close is going to be around here probably. All right, let me get this ready just for tomorrow. Today's close was at 92. Bring this up right here. Yeah. Right, we got previous day low, we got settlement. What else do we got? Previous day high. I was up here, right? That was that long that I was looking for. This previous day high. There. And where's my overnight high? Don't move 405. 405 is like the level of the week. There we go. Where's current overnight high? It's probably this top right here. Nope, that's morning. Right here, current overnight change. All right, we're ready. Good evening, good evening to everybody. We're in a tight range, man. No bueno. It's as tight as it gets. Renko Reina in the house. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so we have some type of idea up here. Let's see what we're doing. So we flushed all the way down from. Dun, dun, dun. Is this the low? Is this the bounce area? This whole range as a potential bounce area, or are we in for more downside? All right, let's see how far this little topping is going to happen. If we're range bound, then I'll attempt a short for the range. Nothing crazy. But yeah, we've been in a, what, 20-point range? Oh, that hurts. All right, let's see if they're going to pop it from here or if this is going to fade out. See what we can do. Good evening to everybody. Protworks is looking for a long above 2100. See if there's more juice to this pop. Are they finally going to get out of this range and potentially target this last wick? Let's see what. Well, we are range bound. Let's see if there's more juice to this move up. Otherwise, play the range until you break out. Isn't that the rule? How far can this go up? Potential move all the way up to 120. Really in the books. They're pushing, they're pushing. Pushing, and I'm going to start a short position there, playing the range, see if we can come back down to the bottom of that range for a scalp. If we're going to continue to push, Then I'll probably have to have a stop somewhere around 105, 110 possibly. But let's see if we can play the range. If we're breaking out of that range, then I'll have to keep it tight around 100, 105. We shall see. Good evening to everyone. See if we can get a flush on that 9 EMA for a quick scalp. Otherwise, bulls are gonna run this up tonight. Taking the cheaper trade first. Yusuf, good evening, brother. Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy, what is it today? Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't even know. Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. All right. See if they're going to target that current overnight high and potentially bring it back down as a look above and fail. Or if the bulls are going to pick it up from here and break out of the range and I'll get stopped out, shall see. Insight Former TV, are we shorting? I'm attempting to short on this range, but looks like just when I short the range, they're popping out of that range and they're doing it with strength. I'll have a tight stop on this. Looks like it's a breakout. See if it's a fake out. Otherwise, see what happens at this overnight high. I'll probably have to close. Pretty bad timing on that short. So they're breaking out of the range and they did it. Hi Gamer, what's up, brother? Long time no see. Ouch, they decided to pump right as I shorted. So let's see what they do at this current overnight high, if they're gonna pop it or bring it back down. Yusuf, does anyone here use the DOM on Sierra charts? I have been using it for years. It is one tool I would not trade without. Yeah, I'm not a DOM trader, but I'm assuming we've got traders here that use the DOM. All right, so it looks like nasty NASDAQ woke up as soon as I tried to fade the range, and they're pumping this. So we'll see if I get any pullback on this. But they're pumping it. Ooh. All right, they decided to pump as I entered my short. Pretty bad timing. All right, let's see this level. I'm gonna have to call it at this level. If wow, all right, forget it. I'm out. They gonna come back down or no? Do we get any news that I need to be aware of? All right, closing that. Closing that, and let's see if we get some type of pullback, and I guess we're gonna go long tonight. Yeah, it was some pretty bad timing on my side. Let me see financial juice. We got any news? I'm not seeing anything crazy. Oh. Yeah, I may reattempt the short. We are attempting to hit the 20 SMA on 30-minute. That was a nasty little ripper for anybody fading the range. Prop works. That's a nice little play right there. I'm gonna re-enter onto short and see if we can recover a little bit of this, possibly testing the 20. They're gonna rip tonight, then maybe in a bad spot. See if they give me a touch of that 20 SMA. Otherwise, they're just going to pop this tonight. That was a what, a 30-point pop there out of nowhere? Well, good evening to everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're back. Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be back in the morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Got a little ripper out of nowhere. Let's see if there's continuation to that. And looks like there is. See if we can get some type of pullback on this. Otherwise, they may just do a repeat of what was it, Monday? They just Friday, they just pushed up all night. Thursday night. Let's see if they can flush below this 9 EMA, at least for my position. If you guys are long, you guys are looking for a continuation here. Propworks looking to enter on that long again at 23,100. In other words, the test of the breakout. Potentially looking at test this 80 area. See if we can get lucky. Well, good evening to everybody. For anybody new to the stream, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I do this every night with you guys now. Monday through Thursday. 9:15 p.m. Eastern, and mornings for NASDAQ. New York Open, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Yusuf long, 1,100 bucks already in the green. Nice. We're in the long since 23.80. It's a nice position. Stuff. Yeah, I came in trying to fade the range and pretty bad timing. It ripped on me 30 points. Stealth, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Oh, by the way, if anybody, I don't know if you guys took a look at the Discord. Last night we had Rhino. Rhino was a YouTube user that came in last night on the stream and mentioned that Take Profit Trader had denied his payout. I'm sorry, Take Profit Trader had closed his account because he left an unfilled limit order through the New York session close. I found that hard to believe. That's a weird rule. I've never heard of that rule with Take Profit Trader. So I did email them and they have responded. So if anybody knows that guy, Rhino, or Rhino, if you're tuned in, check out the Discord, reach out to me directly and help you out with Take Profit Trader on that issue you're having. Stealth has been trying another strategy and having success with it. Nice. All right, looks like that was the bounce area. Looks like bulls are picking up a bounce here. So I'm going to have to figure out where to get out on this and potentially hop on along. All right, bulls have woken up. Bad timing on my side. Ooh, have to close it. He's moving. Steph, he's thinking 23 to 40. Yeah, looks like bulls have woken up. They were in this tight range. I was looking for a quick scalp of the range and got ripped up 30 points literally as I entered. We'll see. Luis Vidal, good evening, brother. Welcome to the stream. Prop works. I feel a sell-off. I don't know, man. These bulls woke up out of nowhere and they popped it. I can't give it too much drawdown. I think they're gonna push tonight. Pretty bad timing for me, but I think they're pushing this. And Stealth got an email saying that promo ends this week. Do you know what day? Stealth, what prop firm? Yeah, they're pushing this. I gotta close this. Not gonna take the heat on this. Be a tight stop. Looks like they're gonna pop out of that. They're at the 20 SMA right now. They continue to push. Bulls have woken up. Yeah, that was a big push. Caught me right, literally a minute or two right into my entry on the short. If they pop it here, I gotta close. Closing it. All right. So Bulls are in control. See if we get any pullback then to continue on this long now then. Switching to long, but I need a pullback. Rhino, my friend, take a look at the Discord. I did get a response from Take Profit Trader. So if you'd like me to help out, shoot me a private message on Discord. See what I can do. Just to confirm, you left an open position. Sorry, an open limit order. You weren't in position, correct? All right, where is this pivot point? 160, 20 points. Let's hop on along then for 20 points. Switching along here. Rhino, if you're listening, yeah, DM me. There is a, they responded on your issue. I guess I just need clarity to make sure that your issue was you were in a long, you left a open limit order, but you were not in position through the New York close. Okay. Well, if you'd like me to help, check out the Discord. I'll need some info from you, and I'll keep you posted. Yochi, you are not allowed to leave open limit orders. That's what we're debating. I did get a response from Take Profit Trader, and they did not confirm that rule. As of right now, they have not confirmed that rule. They're asking to review this case. Yeah, I looked at the FAQ. I didn't find it. If you don't mind sharing the link, that would be perfect, Yochi. You can share it here on YouTube. All right, so let's see if we can get 20 points on this. That pivot point's up at 160. If they start fading here, then I'll have to stop out again and probably chit-chat away for a little bit before I get into another position. Let's see, what is this pivot? Yeah, I've never heard of that rule. If you guys can if you guys can share the link, that would help. And Rhino, take a look at the message from Take Profit Trader on Discord. Who knows? Maybe we can get you some of that taking a look at by TBT. In a trade or Indonesia trade. Welcome to the stream, brother. Ugh. Ibram, damn, minis are tough. They can be fun, they can be tough. I'll give you that. Yeah, mine are 150Ks. I only trade 150Ks. Spotworks trading. How long has everyone been trading? I've only been doing futures trading since mid 2023. So this 2024 was my first full year. 2025 is my second year trading futures props. BKN1 boss for life. Hey man, appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. And yeah, Take Profit Trader, you'll like them. You'll like, they got what, 40% off, no activation fee. They refund your first, they refund your eval fee on your first payout. Quick payouts. Usually I get paid within a day or two, max, 1 or 2 business days. And very few, if any, payout denials. Nicely done, Rhino. I'm going to see if I can catch the long up to the pivot point for 20 points. If it starts fading here, then kind of out of luck tonight. I've been trading really good. I've got to get rid of these once every couple week major blowups. Yeah, I think we all have that, right? The further you can stretch out your blowups, the better. I think I'm down. I think I'm down to like 1 or 2 months. Say 2 to 3 months. I can go through some serious tilt. But key is to walk away. All right, so it is struggling here at this 20 SMA on the 30-minute. I trade micros for the trend, hold and scalp minis back and forth while I'm holding. That seems to be working last few months for me. I usually stick to minis, but I only trade minis now with 150Ks. But I got ripped up pretty bad here. 20, 30 points up. Tried another short, got stopped out, and now switching direction, but not looking good. Looks like I'm going to go into the New York session in a little bit of red. Damn Asia session. Indonesia trade. I think you got a lot of people longing. You got a few shorting. I'm in trouble though. I got ripped out of that range. Now it's looking like it's going to come right back down. We'll see. We shall see. Ooh, I'm gonna have to close again. All right. The NASDAQ trapped me 3 times now. Not good. No bounce. Nate took a quick loss, quick 700 loss, 2 contracts near the open and shut down. Well, you did the right thing. You shut down, my friend. That's live to see another day. I'm about to hit my daily loss limit already. Wow. On the Asia session. I wasn't expecting this. Asia session caught me off guard with that ripper right there. Huh. That ripper got me for sure. Then I tried to hop on a long and got stopped out. Now I'm about to get stopped out again. Goddamn Asia. Nate, if it wasn't for SnitchX's lockout feature, that account would be long gone. Yeah, lockout features are good. You can even lock yourself out on Rhythmic accounts with Rhythmic Trader Pro. You can set all your max loss limits on Rhythmic accounts through RTrader. I haven't done that in a while. I used to have them locked out. I should go back to those days. Go straight to funded. What's up, brother? Let's see if they can continue this pop. Got a pivot point at 160. May have to take profit there and look, if we go up there, take profit at 160 for about 20 points and then wait for a pullback. And I guess it's going to be a long night. It's going to be longs. Longs will win tonight. Rhino, sounds good. You'll see the info there posted on you. The Take Profit Trader did not acknowledge the rule. Ibrahim long at 23,132. Stop at 1. Wow, you got a tight stop. 23,127. It's a nice stop. Keeping it tight. All right, let's see if we can get this pop to pivot point. Ibrahim, keeping stops. Yeah, this is what happens. You trust Asia. Oh, Asia's going to move slow, and I don't put a stop in. When I finally get into a trade, it rips me 30 points. Asia, god damn it. John Wilcox, welcome to the stream. I've been successful trading 4 micros at New York Open with a 50K account. Eval for the last 4 days. $13 from 3 grand. That's pretty impressive. 4 micros on a 50K and you're pretty close. Nicely done. All right, let's see if we can get this push up to the pivot point 160. Probably would have to take some profit at that point if we even get the push up there. Sounds good, Ryan. Have a good night, brother. All right, let's see if they can get to that pivot point. Pivot point's at 160. See if they push up there. Struggling though. I'll have to get some profit at least up there. If we get up there, then potentially look for a pullback and then hop on another long. If the Bulls are going to be in control tonight. Well, good evening to everyone. If you're just tuning in and enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I'm doing this Monday through Thursday nights, late Asia session, Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And I'm also doing New York session, New York Open, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Struggling up here. I don't know if it's going to get to the pivot point. And now she slows down, of course. And she pushed to that pivot point, 160. What's the pivot point to be exact? 65. All right, let's see if we can get that push to 165, which is that level up there in yellow. See if that's where it falls apart. Peter Chan. Good to see you. All right, I'm gonna set initial TP at 165. See if we can get that. We can get that pop and then potentially wait for a pullback and then hop on another long. We'll play it that way. See if we can get it. We are in a ascending channel. John Wilcox, who is Ayo? Actually, it's supposed to be Ayo, the username, and for whatever reason, it's not filling in the username. So I'll have to tell the squirrels to fix that. And she hit that pivot point. Let's go. Damn squirrels, they can't get a username to populate. All right, here we go. Let's see if we get that pivot point touch. Stair stepping it. They all stair stepping it. Coming back to test the bottom of that channel. See if there's more to this move up, or could be it. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, did we go anywhere? No, still around there. See if we can get that pop to 160. Otherwise, it's going to take another pullback, and pushing. Trader Cat, AMD and SMCI really tanked hard. I'm not looking at them, but I'll take a look. Here. AMD. Reminds me of my options days. Oh yeah, wow. AMD's on a roll downhill. Reminds me of my options days. Jesse James taking some heat. Yeah, well, you saw me take some heat on my short. Had to flip. I literally entered a short, the fader range, and it pops 30 points on me. All right, give us this pop. Are you guys thinking about shorting NQ at 165-ish? That's the pivot point. That's where I'm out on the long. And then, who knows? We'll see. Bulls seem to be in control, though. See the price action. That's my out on this long. 165 based on that pivot point. Or 164. Being a little lenient. Ah, missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Done. Done. It's over. Missed it. It's my luck. All right, let's see if we can get that touch. Still hasn't touched the pivot point. Jamie, I think we break 167. You got the 200 SMA all the way up at 180, 190. So they could run this up to 200 if they want. I just want to take a quick little win right now and then figure out what this market wants to do. Quick 20-point play to a pivot point. All right, we got that trade. Let's see how far they're going to exaggerate the pivot point and then make decisions on the next trade. It's almost like I feel like reversing it and shorting, but I already got caught shorting, so let's not fight the trend. All right, so we got that pivot point touch. Now the question is, are they going to take a pullback here or continuation to the upside? Or are they going to take a stronger pullback? So let's wait and see. Jamie, appreciate you. Ibrahim, you caught those last 7 points chasing, got out luckily. All right, man. Well, green is green, right? That's what matters. Let's see what they do at this pivot point. And I'd prefer a 5-minute reset on oscillators before I try another long. No such thing as overbought, but it's up there. Maybe come back down to test this 130 area for continuation or the bottom of this channel. As long as the 20 SMA holds, then we continue. But no significant rejection at that pivot point for now. John, good evening. Just lurking on a Colorado evening. Thanks for tuning in. Next target value area high. Well, let's see what these bulls want to do. They seem to have woken up all of a sudden. And they're in a nice little ascending channel. Gonna have to wait for a stronger pullback. These bulls are really gonna run this up tonight. Ooh. Go straight to funded. 200 orders at 150 single clip. All right. And they can bring it back to the bottom of this channel. As long as it holds, then you're still in the channel. What we're watching for is a break. And 300 more at 145, huh? John Bergeron, watching from Colorado. Trading from my phone on a log. That's impressive, brother. Randaran, I really want to get into trading, but with work, I can't be here during New York hours. Well, that's the benefit of trading futures. You can trade after work, right? You can't trade New York session. Trade after 6 p.m. Eastern. And you can trade it throughout the night. Futures allow you to trade throughout the night, or at least after work, depending on where you're located. Bulls are not giving this up, man. They are stair stepping it. They're not giving up pullbacks right now. I'd be careful with shorts. Depends on the night, Randarin. Sometimes you get movements like today. Today it's moving. And it catches you off guard, like it got me off guard and ripped 30 points in 2-3 minutes. Is it going to move as volatile as New York? No, not at all. Just quit your job and trade full-time? Hell no. Do not quit your job. Trade part-time. Make sure trading is part-time income until it truly becomes full-time income would be my advice. Do not leave your daytime job. If you're taking day trading a little more serious as you get payouts, take a remote job. I do some remote work now, slowly making day trading income bigger part, but always have a job, always have that income that pays for your accounts, right? There you go. Randarin, if I quit my job, I wouldn't have money to trade here. Exactly. You need the job, especially at the beginning, to fund the addiction. You're going to blow accounts, you're going to buy accounts, especially at the beginning. There's a learning stage for sure, and it's tuition fees. Depending on how quickly you can grasp it, your tuition fees can be high and extended, or they can be less and a lot quicker. It all depends. Pull back to 45.50. That's what I'm watching for. Bottom of that channel. As long as the bottom of that channel holds, I'll attempt another long with a tight stop. I gotta keep my stops a little tighter since it looks like we are getting some volatility tonight. You gotta have money to make money. Yep, you need money to make money. So keep the job. If you're getting payouts and starting to see some decent cash with your payouts, and you got a job that takes a lot of your time, maybe look into a remote job with less obligations, more freedom, and slowly build it that way. But make sure you're getting payouts before you even have the conversation of leaving your job. Stick to your day job. As you get payouts, get a remote job that has some income, and that's your security fund, right? And there's no reason, there's no one telling you or no reason to leave your job just for day trading. There's an old saying, multiple streams of income is the way to success. You could have your day trading income. You could have your corporate job income. You can have other things that you do in life income. I spent a lot of my prop firm payouts last year in real estate. So there's rental incomes. Diversify yourself, not just with prop firms, but in whatever you do. Multiple streams of income, I truly believe, are important. That way you're not relying on one. Randarin, I tried trading at work during New York and made too many mistakes not being able to watch the charts the whole time. I would miss setups, get FOMO, and blow it up. Yeah, that sounds like New York for you. That sounds like the New York session. Christopher, yes, and health insurance. Keep the priorities. Day trading is fun, but make sure you're making the income to justify, make sure you're getting the payouts to justify even considering leaving your job. Selling the house to fund futures. All right, let's see if the bottom of this channel holds. I'm a little hesitant to get along at a pivot point. Should see some rejection here, but we're not. Bulls seem to be in control right now. Yeah, they're pushing. They want to go. They want to push above this pivot point. Next stop is that 200 SMA, 180, 200 area. And the channel is holding for now. So did anybody find the link on Take Profit Trader that tells you that you need to close open? I'm not talking about actual positions. Open limit orders, not an actual position, but an open limit order before the New York session close. Has anybody found that rule? Not talking about a position. I'm talking about an open, unfilled limit order. If anybody has that link, feel free to share it on the comments, please. That's where the 1 year of savings to live on comes into play. If you can get 6 months of payouts in a year, you got serious problems. Oh, if you can't get 6 months of payouts in a year, yeah, I would make sure that you're covering your expenses at least for 2 years before you even consider leaving your job. Or have other revenue streams, right? Whether, whatever it is that you do, whether you're an independent contractor, self-employed, rental income, just make sure you have a way of sustaining yourself besides day trading income. Once you're killing it with day trading income, yeah, I could see how saying goodbye to your job is a go, but make sure you can pay those bills first. What I would say. Might as well just put it all on black. See, I don't gamble. I love going to Vegas. I love casinos, but I don't gamble. I can't sit at a table, whatever table it is, and just gamble. But there is one thing I will do. I'll hang out at the bar with whoever I'm hanging out, have a couple drinks, and I'm usually sitting close to the roulette table. And what I'm doing as I'm having drinks and chit-chatting away is watching the board. And my rule is if I see 6 black in a row or 6 red in a row, I'll leave the bar and go put $100 on the opposite color. The win rate, you'd be surprised, the win rate on baiting the 6 consecutive black or 6 consecutive red on the board, bait it, you'd be surprised by the win rate. That's all I do when I gamble. I don't do poker. I don't do blackjack. I don't do any of those tables. I can't sit on a table. I get bored to death just watching it. But I will hang out at the bar, socialize for a little bit, and all I'm doing is waiting for 6 red in a row or 6 black in a row. As soon as I see that, I walk there and I quietly just put a $100 black chip on the opposite color. Peter Chan, go long 47. I'm about to join you guys on this long, unless we get a flush here. If the channel holds, I'll hop. Ooh, didn't like that. Let's see. Yeah, no, I can't long this. I need a stronger reset on the 5-minute. Ibrahim, I did email them already. I put the info on the chat. I was just curious if anybody had the link to that actual rule on the website. Otherwise, pretty sure I'll be able to figure it out for what's his name again? Rhino, his issue with Take Profit Trader. Randarin, I don't have casinos or places to gamble where I live, so futures all day for me. Okay, good one. Jesse James, 99 watching. Let's all hit the 99. Oh, we're up to 100. All right, guys. Well, if you're new to the stream and you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We're doing this now every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And for all the morning NASDAQ traders, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, 9:15. I just won't do Sunday evening. Starting to get tight. Start getting tight there. Is it going to bounce or is it going to flush? Let's take a look at, Peter's telling us about the 5-minute. Let's take a look at that 9 EMA on the 5-minute. Looks like it's holding, potential bounce. It's been supporting the entire channel to the upside. A gutsy move. Let's see if that 9 EMA holds, or they're going to flush to the 20 and potentially this level to test it and then the bounce. Going to be a little more patient. And all you ICT traders, if any ICT traders on stream, I don't trade ICT, but I do have fair value gaps displayed here. Looks like we're about to enter a FVG. Middle of that FVG would be 150. 145. 145 for the middle of that FVG. Peter Chan, I would never do this with a live account. Sure you would. Donna Aerobics Fitness. Oh, good. We got an ICT trader. Happy to hear. So maybe you can give us a little quick recap on next potential FVG. Like I said, although I don't trade ICT and I don't trade fair value gaps, I do have a funny enough, I do have an indicator. I'm seeing 145 as the middle of that FVG on the 15-minute. Is that accurate? $145, 140 the bottom of that fair value gap. Okay, all right. So we're going to need some ICT traders to come in, help the community understand fair value gaps and ICT in general. So any experienced trader out there with knowledge on ICT and fair value gaps, feel free to share your views and all that good stuff. Nothing against ICT, I just don't trade it. Okay, so like I said, I do have the indicator. I don't use it, but I'm opening up to ICT, and this is the FVG that I'm talking about. The middle, you're talking about 145, and I guess, Jesse, you're talking about this one down here in terms of fair value gaps. All right, let's hop on to that 5 minute. That 9 EMA is still holding. They haven't been able to flush it. Trader Cat, same. I have a FVG indicator. Yeah, I'm opening up to ICT. Haven't learned it. When I say I'm opening up, I know I need to take the time to learn a little bit about ICT, but not part of my trading strategy as of right now. Nate, I'm overall bearish, so after the last sweep to the left, it would be hard for me to get long here, and I love ICT stuff. Good, Nate. Well, all of you ICT traders, feel free to get a little more active in the chat. You know, give us some insight. I'm sure beginner traders or even experienced traders would love to hear more about ICT and how it works, so don't be shy. This is an open trading community, open to all styles, trading strategies, all that good stuff. John Wilcox, FVGs are the easiest ICT strategy to understand. It's simple and easy to use. All right, well, that's good news. Gotta take some time to watch a few videos and learn. I just haven't taken the time. What is my main strategy? I mainly use the 20 and the 200 SMA along with pivots and VWAP, usually around levels, 1 hour and 4 hour levels. John, I'm being careful not to get y'all in trouble, but yes, I have the Lux Algo indicator. That's the FVG or ICT strategies indicator that has it. But like I said, I don't know what to do with it. For whatever reason, I keep it on, but I got to take the time to learn fair value gaps. Coach Fred, hey JC, best ICT channel is TT Trades. Great videos there. All right, I'm gonna write it down, brother. Appreciate you. Coach Fred tells us ICT essentially teaches you to buy with momentum while it's relative discount. Okay. Let's go, Lux Algo. Actually, Lux Algo has some pretty cool indicators. I don't know if I use them anymore, but I did go through some of the Lux Algo indicators. I think you pay something a month, get access to a few indicators. Jesse James. That would have been nice to know back when I shorted this. Damn it, ICT. Listen, I'm reluctant to long here because of the pivot point, but not taking any significant pullback yet. Ibrahim, thinking of a long here? Well, I think you that was a good area, 150. We didn't get to 145, but we did hit the middle of that FVG, and that's usually the little bit that I understand. Usually the middle of those FVGs are good bounce areas or reversal areas. Donna Aerobics Fitness, good night. Thank you for tuning in. And good evening to everyone. If you're new to the streams and enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and more importantly, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post content. Sorry, I'm reading here. All right, BKN1 Boss for Life. I see that you posted it, but it's not about open positions. It's about an open limit order, unfilled limit order. Peter, yeah, I was actually interested in 145 to the dot on entering on that long, and I missed it as well, so don't feel bad. I'm gonna experiment on that FVG, middle of the FVG at 145, and but I'm still resistant. I mean, we're at a pivot point. There's gonna be some up and down around this area. All right, quick little update on Jesse James, also known as that other JC. We've been doing some testing, and I think we'll do the final test tomorrow, either morning or afternoon. And Jesse James will be guesting. He'll be our first guest live on the stream, along with me. And he'll be sharing his trading style and his strategies. So again, I'm looking to build a community with different styles, different strategies, and hopefully bring you guys as guests. Talk about whether it's ICT, opening range breakout plays, Renko bars, whatever your strategy, and provide the community, those who are watching, especially beginner traders or who knows, even experienced traders, different ideas, different approaches. So this is open to the community as far as guesting, whether you want to do it on voice and video or just voice. Jesse I believe is just doing voice for now, but told him that eventually the contract will require video. I'm kidding. But that's the goal. It's to build this community around you guys, the community slowly growing, bring in some of the experienced traders to talk about their strategies, and provide helpful content to beginner traders trying to find their strategy, trying to find themselves in trading. I think seeing different styles, different approaches, and slowly building or grabbing little nuggets from every strategy and building your own. At the end of the day, you're going to build your own strategy based on your personality. Whether it's ICT, trust me, you're going to adapt it to your personality. You're going to trade it based on your personality. Whether you do momentum and price action driven trading, you're still going to do it based on your personality. I think having different styles and different approaches, seeing different styles, different approaches live, will help traders. Everyone has a different personality, a different style, and you slowly start building what works for you. So stay tuned for some of the guests now on this stream as well with me. And again, that's open to you guys. This channel is a trading community for you guys. All right, Peter Chan letting us know that we're going to break the 30-minute. And yeah, I mean, listen, a pivot point is a pivot point. That's usually a rejection area. That's why I'm hesitant to long without a significant pullback on a pivot point. Shark was the first guest, improvised, right? We just threw his Discord screen up. And I know Shark is also going to be one of our guests. He's also got a very analytical, technical approach to trading. So I think you guys are going to enjoy the little bit that I listened last time. He was talking about point of control and Vortex, if my memory serves me right. So Shark Trends will also be guesting soon. So good things coming to the channel. Stay tuned. All right, Mario G, wait for that 15-minute fair value gap close for confirmation. Okay. I am watching that FVG on the 15-minute. Well, if you're new to the stream and you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post content. And we're doing this. This is a community being built around every night, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, win, lose, or draw. And for the morning session, the New York Open, 9:15 a.m. Eastern as well. We're starting to see folks on both sessions. Randaran, that's what it's all about. This is a stream or a channel from the beginning. Even before I started live streaming, I mainly did prop firm updates. Most of the videos on my YouTube channel are about prop firm updates, prop firm drama, all that good stuff. It's always been about providing educational content for you guys, whether you're a newbie, experienced trader. I strongly believe in providing value. So that's going to be the angle even now that I'm live streaming. JJ, yes, there's a Discord. The link is in the video. I can't even speak tonight. The description of this video. And it's also on my website. If you're looking for the Discord, it's a free Discord. I don't charge. Listen, I don't charge for anything. I don't sell courses. I don't do paid Discords, none of that nonsense. The worst you'll get from me is some annoying discount codes or promo codes for prop firms that at the end of the day do give you a discount on the prop firms, and they do help the channel. So that's as far as it goes with me. Joji, the AI hotties. That's right, Courtney. Courtney is my AI character in some of the prop firm update videos, which reminds me, I got to do a video. I haven't done it. I've done live streaming. Live streaming is a lot easier because you don't have to edit. It's all live. with long form content on YouTube, you got to edit. And let me tell you something, those AI videos with Courtney, they take a long time. But I haven't done a video in a while since I've been focusing on live streaming. I got to do one this weekend. Yeah, and Courtney will be back, Joji, for sure. One thing I do know is YouTube is all about watch time, especially on long form content. That's what you as you publish videos, as you try to get better, you're watching for your average watch time per video. Courtney, videos with Courtney have a higher watch time percentage versus videos with me alone. So go figure. AI faceless channels are taking over. That's why they're so successful. JJ, do you go live on Discord? No, that idea has been brought up. I think Shark Trends was talking about that. I think we're going to try to do a Discord session soon, where all of you guys can participate. I get the engagement through Discord where everybody can talk and chat. So give me a couple weeks. We'll schedule or do something like that on Discord as well. No problem. Just bring Courtney to the live stream. But yeah, Courtney kills me on watch time. Christopher, Tori. We love Tori trades here, this channel does love Tori trades. Randarin, I'm not naive to the fact that I will make a lot of mistakes as I learn, but what would everyone recommend as far as a prop firm or your own capital to trade with to learn? Well, I think people have different opinions. It sounds like you're very new to futures. Personally, I would be very careful trading your own live funded account at the beginning. You're going to lose a lot of money. The analogy that I always make is, if you lose $3,000 on a live account, on your personal live account, you lost $3,000 of your hard-earned income. On a prop firm, if you lose $3,000, it probably costs you at most $150. And you can buy that account again or reset it and try again. So your learning curve, depending on how long that learning curve takes to become profitable, whether it's a year, 6 months, 2 years, the advantage of a prop firm is your tuition fees to learn how to trade futures throughout that learning curve is going to be significantly less than trading your own money live. If you lose $3,000 on a live funded account, you lost $3,000. You got to fund it again. Put your own money, another $3,000, another $3,000. With a prop firm, you only lost $150, $200, and you can buy it again until you learn or until you build profitability. What prop firm to choose, especially at the beginning? I think people worry too much about the rules. At the beginning, if you're just coming into futures at the beginning, you're going to blow accounts. And you're going to go through blowing accounts probably for a couple months. So don't worry too much about the rules at the beginning. Find the prop firm with the cheapest eval cost for the most drawdown. And literally do your calculations. If this account costs me $100 and I get $5,000 max loss limit, and there's another prop firm that offers the same $5,000 for $200, at the beginning, go with the cheapest. You're going to blow it. You're not thinking about payouts yet. Until you get to your first payout, then start worrying about what rules make sense for you. Try to find a prop firm that doesn't restrict you too much on the eval phase. The eval phase, you don't want to be restricted with too many rules either. Peter Chan, 6 months I blew account. Same here. I've shared my story. I started futures prop firm trading in 2023, end of 2023, like around July, August. I came in as a noob. I didn't know anything about futures prop firms. All I knew was Topstep and their fancy marketing. For the first 6 months, that's all I paid for was combines through Topstep, blowing, resetting, buying again. until I figured out this whole futures thing. And Topstep took the majority of my business, but regardless of how much I spent in those 6 months with Topstep, it's still significantly less than if I had traded my live account. Then in 2024, things changed, got payouts, continued to get payouts, and became profitable in 2024. But I would still not change those first 6 months, sticking strictly to prop firms. Dustin Sharp, 100%. I've always said that fast track trading, 20 accounts, was probably the pivotal point for me last year in terms of payouts. When you grab 2-3 payouts on 20 accounts with easy rules like fast track trading did, and I actually got paid, because the last payout, just like everybody else, we got rug pulled. I didn't get the last payout, but I did get 2 or 3, I think it was, 3 payouts on 20 accounts. Plus, I was trading Apex, 19 accounts at that time, performance accounts. So that added up pretty quickly. All right, here goes that pullback that we're talking about. Let's see if we get a full 5-minute reset. Fall goodbye, got my pro account and blew it up on the same day. Yep, I remember my first Express account. This is going back to 2023. I don't know. If I started in June, July 2023, let's say it took me a month or 2 months to get an Express. So let's say, I don't know, September, October. Happy, oh my God, I got my first Express. Of course, I'm a noob. And I blow it the next day. I probably spent more time looking at the email, reading the email, and activating that Express account. Probably 1 or 2 trades, and I blew it. And I did that for the first 6 months. Until 2024, second quarter of 2024, that's when things started changing for me. And as Dustin Sharp's, no, Dustin, we talk about it. The videos are still up. There's nothing to hide. I'm thankful for fast track trading and those the 20 accounts and the easy rules. The people that were able to get those payouts got those payouts with some easy rules. Things changed pretty quickly around October, November. I got rug pulled on my last payment, my last payout request. But like I said, I also traded Apex, 19 performance accounts, because my wife trades 1 account. So I've never had 20 PAs with Apex because of the household limitation rule. So the most I have always had is 19. Dustin Sharp, yeah, I made 5K. Good, man. I mean, listen, payouts are payouts. Shark Trends, my first payout with Apex was going to be ×5. I decided to keep trading through non-farm and lost the whole thing a year ago. That was a wake-up call, the day I will never forget. Yeah. Let me see if there's any way I can show my Apex without revealing my account number. Give me a second, guys. I'll show you 2024 when I went through video review with Apex. But let me see if there's any way I can set it up without sharing account numbers and all that stuff. Now you got 2-factor authentication, so you want to see Heartbreak? I'll show you guys Heartbreak. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Let's go back to 24. This happened in July. Yep. I think I can share this. How do I pull up this screen though? Do it this way. Show you my Heartbreak. getting to a payout, going through video review, and blowing it. All right, let me see where the margins are on this. We'll have a little fun here tonight. See where the margin is. Okay, so it goes up to here. So that's where the margin. All right, so I have to cut it there. Let's try this. Use that as my margin. All right, let me play around with this. I'll show you guys something. All right, so you guys know that everybody went through video reviews around July, August last year, right? And what you had to do was every time you submitted, when you submitted a payout, you got to pay out, you submitted it, you're waiting for approval, and then all of a sudden you started getting these emails, hey, you have to send a video of your strategy and all that. Of course, we learned later this was more of a psychological approach to the whole thing. Well, they got me. I got to the payout. I submitted, and I got the email saying, hey, you have to send a video review. So, of course, you're all nervous. You're trying to figure out, you know, how to get this video review. Well, Sherry, let's see. I think Dark Trend says 5. I blew 19 accounts during video review, $2,000 each for payout, because I blew them during video review. That psychological effect. In hindsight, all I had to do was trade one account, do the damn video review, submit it, and just leave the accounts alone. I decided to trade them all. I'm doing recording. I'm explaining it. Of course, they're gonna mess with your head and screw up. Well, look at this. Ready? Full reveal. July 17th, 2024. 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. Denied, 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 denied. I blew it after payout request. This is the payout request screen, right? That means I got to the payout. And it went through the whole review. That's 19 accounts times $2,000. That is, what is it, 38K? That's my story with Apex. But I still trade them. Even this year, it's still my #1 payout prop firm. But yes, I blew 19 accounts during video review last year. I learned my lesson, boys. 19. Of course, that was in June, July. I was also trading fast track trading at the time. I got some nice payouts on fast track with 20 accounts. Last year was 20 accounts with fast track, 19 with Apex. Those payouts add up. So if you blow an account after a payout request, you're not the only one. It's like I said during video review, it happened to me. GT Trader 67, 100%. This is all in hindsight. Listen, at that time, this was the first time this came up, right? Now we know that Apex will send you an email to email your strategy or videos. This is last year. This is June, July last year. This was just happening to every trader that got payouts. All of a sudden, you're used to getting your payout within a couple days. They approve it. You're done. 19 accounts, whatever. Then this was the first time traders started seeing this. Like, what? Video review? Yes. Now in hindsight, all I had to do was open an eval and trade that. Hindsight. Sam PFD, I have not been asked for video review this year. I have seen other users get requested. But listen, at the end of the day, the leverage that Apex offers, for me, it was not a deal breaker. I still trade Apex, and to this day, it's still the #1 prop firm in terms of payouts for me. This year, I've only had one denied payout, but I knew it was going to be denied because I had a trade that fell below the 30% per trade drawdown limit. Coach Fred, hey JC, do you hang out in Pine Tree's stream where it's another? No, I do not hang out there. Probably another JC. Or not probably. Hey, it's another JC. Dustin Sharp, how do you manage all rules with Apex? That Apex rules have become my trading style. In other words, because I copy trade through Tradesyncer, I don't rotate accounts. When I copy trade all of them at once. Because of that, I use Apex rules for all props now. 30% consistency rule, 30% per trade drawdown rule. Apex only pays YouTubers. RPG, I got barely 3,000 subs. I'm nobody in the eyes of Apex as far as a YouTuber. And like I've said, I just showed I've gotten denied. And I got denied this year on a trade that I knew was going to be questionable. I took over 30% of drawdown on a trade. I closed it. I submitted the payout, but I knew, I was like, this is not going to fly. They denied it. And that happened last month. I traded for another 8 days, and I got approved last week, right? Last Friday, Monday. Last week I got paid on Monday. I had submitted the request on the Friday prior. And fortunately, I got the payout, but I blew those accounts pretty quickly. Or they all got blown this past week on Thursday. Yeah, Trades by Mac gets denied. Nutty Bar gets denied. That's nonsense. They deny the payout if you don't follow the rules. If you follow the rules, you'll get paid. Now, I'm not... this is my experience with Apex. I've gotten denied. You saw the video review that I got. I blew my accounts at a payout request and got denied. That is still not a deal breaker for me. That's my experience. I've learned that you go through denials, you trade again, and the leverage outweighs the risk with Apex for me. That doesn't mean that's for you. There are several prop firms out there that you don't have to deal with those silly rules. For me, it's actually made me a better trader trading so tight. Apex hates winners. They don't sell me any more evals with a reason to go live. Green Trump Red. Yes, I've heard. I have friends, traders, that did receive the email from Apex that they can no longer buy evals. I know them on a personal level. They just can't trade with Apex anymore. So I've heard about those emails as well. So listen, I'm not here. I'm sharing my experience. That does not mean that's going to be your experience. Apex may not be the prop firm for you. There are plenty of prop firms with less rules, less restrictive rules, no headaches, and don't deal with it, right? Mario G made a good point. They are designed to make you lose over and over, and they are not cheap like they market them. 100%. Rules are designed to prevent payouts. But at the end of the day, if you do get to a payout, you are being paid to paper trade. GT Trader, dumb question, but why take a quick payout? Why not double your drawdown limits and profits and then only withdraw profits above that double limit? That's a good point. As long as you can trade to double, to your point, to double the profit or increase your drawdown. The problem is there's a little statistic out there that most traders blow their accounts after the first or second payout. Most traders won't get to 3 payouts or more. So there's also the opposing or the other advice. Take your payouts as they come. You don't know if you're going to blow it. Why risk it? Take it. Dustin Sharp, do you still trade New York? Yeah, brother. Haven't you been listening? I trade New York session every morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. The New York Open, 9:15 a.m. And Asia, I just started literally 2 weeks ago. So I'm doing both. Yeah, Dustin Sharp, by most, it's like 99%. So if you're going to blow your account after a payout, take the payout. All right, NASDAQ consolidating here, not going anywhere. No worries, Dustin. But yes, I do both sessions. New York, the New York Open, I trade every morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, and now more recently doing Asia, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Trader Cat, I do have my personal account with Interactive Brokers, but I trade that one pretty differently. I protect that baby. But I didn't start trading my personal account until end of last year, till I started getting some decent payouts with prop firms. I traded a personal account with options back in the days, but I didn't really trade my live account seriously until mid last year. Once you're on a live account, especially with Interactive Brokers, things change. You want to trade one mini? Do you have the margin for that one mini? Do you want to hold overnight? Do you have the margin for overnight margin, right? A little different on the it's a little different on the live market. Nate, I have yet to punish Apex for all the money I've given them copy trading sets of 20. As long as you get a payout on sets, see the thing is, that's how they hook you. Because when you get that payout for 20 accounts or 19 accounts in my case, it makes the whole thing totally worth it. Yep, Interactive Brokers probably has the most serious, but I like Interactive Brokers because I can copy trade it on Rhythmic. Not on Quantower if I want to, or I can use their API to trade it on TradingView. That's why I like Interactive Brokers. I hate Interactive Brokers platform. Their charts, it's horrible. But the fact that you can trade it on Quantower or TradingView, huge. So I stick to Interactive Brokers. They got some, the round trip commission fees are pretty fair. It's the commissions. The commissions are pretty high, but as long as you're not going for 3 points or 4 points where commissions will kill you, it's Interactive Brokers is good, at least for me. Well, good evening to everybody, or good morning and good afternoon if you're on the other side of the ocean. If you're new to the stream and enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Trying to see what NQ wants to do at this pivot point. Ooh, now it's popping. Propworks Trading, appreciate you, man. Took you 25 points and calling it. Good call, man. Good call. Jams, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. We're undecided at this pivot point. Nothing happening. Looks like that. It looks like the entry was right here. 145 for that long. Quick scalp. Here they go. They're popping it over that pivot point. Well, I guess the theory on entering at the middle of a fair value gap or targeting the middle of a fair value gap played to the T, right? Let's bring in again. I don't know anything about ICT. I'm just looking at this indicator. We came right into the middle of that fair value gap. That would have been the perfect short right into it, and then you long it right there. Boom. Maybe I should look at ICT. I'd love to learn more about it. Give you that. Jerry Lockheed Apex 30% rule on a 50K, 30% of the 2,500 drawdown of 750. Yep. So you got 30% consistency rule on your profit, and then you got the 30% max drawdown rule on your drawdown. So on a 50K, you can't take more than 750 loss per trade, which on a 150K is about 1,500 per trade. You can do those two rules and keep your trades at a max of 5-to-1 risk to reward. In other words, if you lose $1,000, if you're in drawdown for $1,000, you can't close in profit for less than 200. Otherwise, you do break their 5-to-1 rule. But again, it all depends if you need the leverage with Apex. There are plenty of prop firms nowadays that you don't need to put up with those rules. For me, it's a little different. The leverage and the opportunity for payouts outweighs the crazy rules. Nate, ICT can help you get very precise with risk, but is only as good as your draw on price. John is explaining it to us. ICT guys talk in terms of fair value gaps, volume profile. Traders refer to them as minus development areas. They are just areas of thin volume. Someday I have a dream that someday I'll spend some time on ICT. All right, they're pushing above the pivot point. Looks like we didn't get any significant, not the pullback I was looking for. It looks like 145 was the entry. So for those of you calling 145, if you entered, you got a golden little long there. Yeah, John, that's what you bring up a good point. Fair value gaps, volume profile, pivot points, a lot of these acronyms have similar areas, right? That's why, you hear traders say, oh, your fair value gap is the same area I'm looking to enter at this pivot point, or volume profile here. That's one thing I have noticed is you have a different name for the same thing, basically. Moxie Delta. I use pivot points traditional, I think it is. Yeah, pivot points classic. And if you look at the 30-minute pivot point, we came right to that area and pivot point said, you're not crossing. Hard wall of China right there at that pivot point. Those blue lines are pivot points. Ibrahim, good call, man. I'm about to call it a night as well. I was looking for a stronger pullback, but it looks like that 45 area was the entry on a potential long above this pivot point if they're going to break through today. Ibrahim, thanks again for tuning in. And brother, thank you for spending the time putting that tune for the channel. Love it. Good stuff. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. All right, we're stuck here. Pivot point. I was hoping for a bigger pullback so I can hop on a long again. Seems that for now, 145 was the entry. And we got into another little ascending channel. I'm yapping away. They are struggling to get over that pivot point. Ron, Mexico, thanks for subscribing, brother. Dustin, yeah. At this point, undecided. Looking for a stronger pullback before I participate. I'm hands off until we get a stronger reset, at least on the 5-minute, and a stronger pullback. Mario G, it's telling us it's inside an inverted FVG, so it might fail if bulls can't make the push. Yeah, for now that pivot point is failing. I'm not seeing them being able to push that. Now we're starting to break out of this channel. So let's see if we get this 5-minute reset on some of these oscillators and consider a long a little further down the road. George Panos, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Sam might go down to 23,102 area before bouncing again. That would be a nice little pullback. If we get a pullback to the 200 SMA, that'd be perfect right here. But it looks like it doesn't want to leave this channel. I won't believe the pullback until we break out of that channel. Otherwise, it's going to come right back into it. George, tonight, not doing too well. Got a little bit of drawdown. So we'll see if we can recover or otherwise bring that drawdown to New York session and try to make it up. But I will say it's moving a little better. Well, it started to move a little better earlier today. John Wilcox, I trade 4 micros on 50K accounts. My personal rule is when my trailing drawdown dips to negative 250 for the day, I'm done. It's the pullbacks on unrealized profit that has wiped me out in the past. Yep. I agree. Intraday trailing drawdown. Learning how to trade with unrealized gains. Again, Apex, love them or hate them, those rules do make you a better trader. You learn to take your profits. Because when you don't take profits, you lose drawdown. Oh man, coming to a standstill here. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, did it go anywhere? Nope. John, I see that differently. I believe the trailing draw teaches you a bad habit of cutting off your runners too soon. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it both ways. I mean, what's up?
Well, hello there.
This is my son.
You're selling a bit with your songs.
No. What song? Oh, the tune?
Stonks.
Oh. Going to bed?
Yeah,
Why are you speaking like that?
because I can.
Speak normal.
No.
Say hello to the stream. Ask him
Oh, hello there.
Are you losing?
Yes, I think they are.
You think they're losing?
Yeah,
Why?
us.
All right, man. Good night.
Goodbye.
See you in the morning. All right, let's go back to the conversation. John brought up something that is true. It does make it clip profits sometimes earlier. This morning it happened to me. I clipped the trade pretty early and lost another 30, 40 points in 2 or 3 1-minute candles right after that. You do bring up a valid point. But it can also go vice versa, right? I guess the true test is looking at your trades. How many times did you hold a trade that you should have closed and it turned against you? You lost drawdown. Soup, when the trade is in positive and if you do not see that at high, if it goes to opposite direction to you, that means you are losing from high. Yes, you are losing drawdown from the top of your unrealized gains. But John Wilcox has another valid point. It allows you to take profit and re-enter. I have to work on that, actually. I have to work on, I usually take profit, and if I'm in the green nicely for the day, then I'll close. But if I had a trade that had a specific target, I should get in the habit of re-entering and continuing the original strategy, not just end the whole thing because I was closing the trade to not lose drawdown on Apex. So that's a very valid point, John Wilcox. All right, starting to break out here. Let's see if we're finally going to get out of this range and take a stronger pullback. And John, you're right. The less you're exposed in the market, the better. That's why I've taken the approach of not rotating accounts. When I do copy trade, I try to copy trade them all at once, so I'm not having to re-enter and enter and exposing myself. But again, that's a personal decision. Of course, when I have a tilt day, and some of you saw that live on Thursday, when I have a tilt day, I'm blowing all my accounts. But I've taken it as my personal cost of business. Although a tilt day can cost me all of my accounts, usually for me it works out in the long run a lot better than rotating and being in multiple trades throughout the day, especially when you're copy trading 20 plus accounts. But it's all personal preference. There is no right or wrong. As long as it works for you, don't fix what's not broken, right? Charles Eng, no, not in any positions right now. I'm waiting for a stronger pullback if they're really going to run this tonight. Struggling at this pivot point, but not going to... I'm flat until we get a stronger pullback on at least the 5-minute. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it. As much as I've been waiting for this pullback now, it's not happening. Bulls are not letting go. They're not letting the bears have fun. John, that's the magic of trading. It doesn't matter what you trade. There's so many strategies. There's so many approaches. Do what works for you. Find the strategy that works for you. And if it's working, don't fix what's not broken. Jeremy Whitehouse, looks like more downside incoming. ES can't break pivot. Yeah, same thing on NQ. We're unable to push above this pivot. But we're also not taking a huge pullback yet either. Peter, good night. Have a great one. Hopefully I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. And I think I'm out as well, guys. I think it was a good night. I'm slightly in the red coming into New York session. Hopefully we can make it up. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, for anybody new to the stream, Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And for the New York session traders, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. Appreciate you all. Some good chats today, some good opinions, insight, all that good stuff. Keep it going, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Someone smart said it right, it's the golden rule. Multiple income streams, that's what keeps you cool. The trading game is best learned when you get in the ring. Every trade's a battle and preparation's the key to everything. To everything. So welcome to JC's world, where the futures get fun. The truth about prop firms under the morning sun. Join me live, let's trade the NASDAQ ticker and Q. Break down the market moves, me and you. I'll share my strategy, the wins and all the pain. Unfiltered, real time, through the sun and through the rain. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, there's a spot for you. Honest takes, live action, and prop firm drama too. So welcome to JC's world, where the futures get fun. The truth about prop firms under the morning sun. Join me live, let's trade the NASDAQ ticker and Q. Break down the market moves, me and you. Daily live streams, future strategy on fire. Prop firm updates, taking you higher and higher and higher. Community insights, that's the final key. Learning, growing, leveling up for all of us to see. So come on in and let's get it done. It's not financial advice, but a journey for everyone. Real trader talk, yeah, that's the real one. So welcome to JC's world.